I said this week's video was going to be an island update, but I lied. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. As you can tell by the title, the thumbnail, and the fact that the video is already playing, this is yet another speed build. I said I was going to do an island update, like I said in the intro, and clearly I lied because I'm a clown. Okay, so just quickly before we actually get into the video, I want to bring up the fact that I'm currently filming this on the 15th of January, and we're really close to 500 subscribers, like really close. I'm at 494 right now, which means I'm only 6 subscribers away. So by the time this video goes out next week, I don't know if we're going to be at 500. I hope we are, but if we are, thank you so much. Sorry for yet another ingenuine thank you. I feel like I'm not doing these on time anymore because y'all just keep subscribing. I mean, it means the world to me, but like, yeah. If we're not at 500 though, ignore that. Just pretend like we're still in the 400s. But either way, we're really close to 500, and I just want to say that I'm very grateful for that. And yeah. If you are new to the channel, however, and you haven't already, I would consider subscribing anyways. It would mean the world to me and show that you do support the channel. I'm not going to force you though. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. But I still think it's a good idea to at least consider subscribing to the channel if you want to, but no pressure. But back to the build, I feel like that's what I should be talking about right now. As you can see, I'm creating a little neighborhood. I should be really describing what I'm doing right now, shouldn't I? Yeah, so I have like a little 4x4 neighborhood just off in the corner of my island. It's kind of near Town Hall, you can see that. And I'm basically trying to go for like a more natural neighborhood, if that makes sense. Like it's basically supposed to look like it's in the countryside, away from the city life. You can see I already have my 4 houses here. There's Cherries on the left, and then this is Pom Pom's house that I'm currently working on. And then I have 2 more on the top. One's Hugh, and one's actually a new face on the island. I feel like, I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but Rowan actually moved out of my island like really fast. So, yeah, the house behind Pom Pom's house is not Rowan's house. It's actually Walt's house. Walter, the kangaroo, the one with the black eyes and stuff. He's Rooney's dad. It's Rooney's dad. Rooney's father now lives on Elgato, whether y'all like it or not. And speaking of villagers who moved out, other fun news, Hans, you know, the gorilla, my campsite villager, he also moved out. He actually moved out yesterday. And today I actually have an empty plot on my island, and I'm going to go on a villager hunt later. I'm not going to tell you who I'm finding or who I found. You're just going to have to wait for next week's video, which hopefully will be an island update. I make no promises, but if it is, you'll get to see who that villager is. I don't know who I'm looking for, but honestly, as long as they have a cute house, that's good enough for me. Back to the build, you'll see that I'm starting to use a lot of simple panels. The simple panels have really become my best friend on the island. I'm using them like pretty much everywhere to kind of like cover up the cliffs. And I found a really cute design from Instagram, a bunch of cute designs actually, and I'm gonna try to put them down in the description. I probably will. I should. It would make sense to do that. Also, speaking of my island, was supposed to be an island update, but it's not. But you could clearly see that a lot has changed on the island. I walked past my nooks, crannies. You saw my Able sisters, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, I've done a lot over the holidays. And yeah, there's a lot that's changed. I don't know what I'm saying. But you could see that I also did mention in my last video that I changed out the road designs. I had the code for it in the description box in my last video if you didn't see it, but I do prefer them over the ones that I used in the video. They were both fine. It's just I kind of like how the ones that I have right now, they make the island feel so much bigger just because they're really flat, if that makes sense, and they're really bright. They're brighter than the other ones that I used. And yeah, I would say overall I'm really happy with how my island's coming along. It's starting to look more like an actual clean island and not just a place with a bunch of trees and furniture and flowers everywhere. I mean, it still is that. If you saw like the parts that I haven't worked on yet, like this area right here, that still looks the same even like 2 weeks later. I think it's been 2 weeks since I did this build. The January 7th. Okay, yeah, it's been a week still. I feel like this island will really start to feel like it's coming along after like the snow melts and we're back into like spring and mainly summer. I'm actually trying to go for like a more summer themed island this time. My old island, or my first island I should say, I still have it, was more like fall and autumnal. You can check them out on my channel if you haven't already, the videos that I made on it. But this island is gonna kind of be completely opposite. It's gonna be a lot of greens, a lot of heat and summer stuff. I don't know what's stuff in summer. I'm not really a fan of summer in real life, if I'm being honest. Like, I kind of prefer fall and winter. Maybe it's just because I'm Canadian and we only have like 2 months of summer here. But yeah, there's just something about summertime in Animal Crossing that's just really great. I would say, like, as someone who loves fall, I can admit that summertime is like the best season in Animal Crossing, not only because like it's just lots of greens and stuff, but also like there's just so much more to do. There's a lot more bugs out. I mean, like, if you're a Southern Hemisphere player, like, you could probably agree right now that you're having way more fun than you did in the winter time. There's a lot more bugs, there's a lot more fish. The days just feel longer in general, mainly because the sun sets later. And yeah, I kind of, even though I love winter in the game and I love winter in real life, there is like a small part of me that still really misses the summertime. Not only because I wasn't in school, but also just because summer's just fun overall. Yeah, I'm rambling. But back to the build, you can already see that like I had my houses over there. For anyone wondering like how to make like a little neighborhood the way I did, it's basically all about just planning out what you're trying to do beforehand. Don't just kind of go in and like randomly place buildings. Like, figure out how big the houses are. They're 4x4 for anybody wondering. The actual building itself is 4x3, but when you go to place the plot down, you're actually putting down a 4x4 plot because you got to include like the little entrance area as well. And then with your ramp, if you decide to put one, just remember that it's 2x4, 2x3 on the bottom, and then 1x2 on the top. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say, right? I hope you do. I use like the dirt pads in the game when I go to plan out my island and like where I'm putting everything. That's a really great and easy way to do it because you can see it on the map, so you can actually see like how it looks overall. I hope this advice that I'm trying to give makes sense. I don't think it does, but that's my advice for you if you're looking for how to make a little neighborhood. I would also just suggest watching another video. I mean, you can still watch this video if you want to hear me ramble about life and see my cute builds, but if you're looking for like an actual guide, I probably wouldn't recommend this video. There's other videos on this platform that you can watch. You know which one. It's probably the first one they recommend when you type how to build a neighborhood. Just watch that video. That video is good enough. Anyways, I plan on having this video out on the 21st, which is a Thursday. I usually upload on Thursdays for anyone who doesn't know. And I don't know why, but I once again feel like they're going to announce the next update sometime that week at least. I feel like they're going to announce it on the 21st. And it's going to be annoying because I'm not talking about the update right now. But I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to come out, like they're going to announce it on the 21st. It's probably going to come out like the last week of January, like many updates have been. They're always coming out at the end of the month, not towards the beginning. But yeah, I still feel like there's going to be a Nook's Cranny update in this update. Don't quote me on it though, but I still feel like it's coming. Obviously, there's going to be Festival and Pave. For anyone who doesn't know, that's basically Animal Crossing version of Mardi Gras, which is like the celebration of spring, I believe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it usually comes like at the end of winter time, right before the snow melts or after the snow melts. I'm really excited for that event, obviously. I also think that Brewster is probably going to be in this update. I say that for every update, honestly, but you know, one day I'm going to have to be right. I'm going to keep predicting Brewster until Brewster comes. And if he's in this update, great. If he's not, you didn't hear this. Ignore it. Yeah. Any other things I feel like are going to come in this update? I don't really know. People are predicting that this is going to be like a really big update, but I'm trying to figure out like what else would they even include? Maybe more design slots. That's something that a lot of people have been asking for. I think like also the ability to customize our fences would be really great because I would like to be able to customize my fences personally. I think like first, obviously the simple wooden fence, the ones that you get when you first start off the game, I want them in white. Please give me white picket fences. That would be great. Also, I feel like the iron fences, the blue ones, it would be really cool to get those in other colors, like maybe black and like brown as well. Like basically to match like the iron bench and the iron chair and stuff like that. That would be really fun. And also, I think like being able to customize the stone fences would be really great, either like to a darker stone color or even like a mossy stone color, kind of like the stone tablet and the graveyards. They're like really, there's like hues of green and stuff, which is like moss. That would be really fun. I feel like at this point I'm just kind of saying things that I want in the game, not necessarily things that are going to come in this update, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of things in this update. I'm not going to keep my hopes up, because every time you do that, you always end up being disappointed. So keep your standards low and you'll never be disappointed. I also feel like though for a future update, it would be really cool to get like another resident services upgrade where like you can actually customize the rest of the restaurant, the resident services building, so that it kind of like matches your town better if you're not going for like one that matches the brick. Like it would be really cool to get like a stone plaza or like one that matches the stone pats in game, and then one that matches the wood pats, one that matches the what's it called, the terracotta, and like maybe like a really modern themed resident services, and like the ferry and the Japanese one from New Leaf, the modern one as well was from New Leaf. Yeah, just more ways to customize the buildings, even to be able to customize the airport. That would be really cool. You can get like themes that match the resident services in the game, or even different ones, who knows. That would be really fun to me personally. What other updates do I really want? I want the post office again. Please bring back the post office. Even though like sending letters in this game is so useless, it doesn't do anything. Like I love writing letters and sending letters. It was really fun. Just you can like basically cuss off at your villagers and they'll be like, "Oh, thanks for the letter. Means the world to me. Thanks, bestie." And like, yeah, I kind of wish they would bring back the post office, just because like I loved the post office pelicans, Pelly, Phyllis, Pete, and like their whole love triangle situation, and how like everybody hated Phyllis, but I loved Phyllis personally because I just related to her a lot. She's someone who like, she's just there to work, get her bag, and then leave. She doesn't want to talk to anybody. She doesn't want to deal with customers. That's basically like me when I'm at work. I'm not working right now because of the pandemic, but like I work in retail. I hate customers so much sometimes. They're so annoying. It's something that you realize like once you start working in retail, like customers are very annoying. Sorry to anybody who's a customer. I hope I'm not offending you, but like sometimes, and it's usually the older people, it's not necessarily the young ones unless they're like really annoying. No offense to any customers watching, but y'all can be really annoying sometimes. I just wish you would like not talk as much. Especially during the pandemic, like Jesus Christ, y'all need to learn how to social distance. It was very annoying. I don't know why I just rambled about customers when this is an Animal Crossing speed build, but I'm almost done. Once again, never talked about the build. At this point, you should just be used to the fact that I don't do that on this channel. Here I am just making some finishing touches in front of Cherry's house, putting some designs. I'm gonna put like a little scooter and I think a table as well, or a bench. I changed it out for a table. There's the scooter. Oh wait, I don't put a bench. We're done now. And I figured I'd give you a little tour before I go. So here it is. Here's Cherry's house. There's a cherry tree. I think that's very fitting. I gave her like some cardboard boxes and a barrel just to kind of give like a more rundown vibe with her. Right next to her, we have Poppy, or Pom Pom's house, not Poppy. Not really much done there, just some little plants and a clothesline and some hay. There's a lot of bushes and trees. I never really mentioned that. I'm just putting a weed down. yeah, I really started to like the bushes in this game, so I want to try to use more of them. Here's Hugh's house. Personally, I really like what I did with Hugh's house the most. I like just how many trees and the cacao plant as well. Here's Walt's house. Lots of bushes, lots of, well, one flower, lots of weeds, including that one, and a lawnmower, of course, because it's wintertime. You need your lawnmower. Here's a little viewpoint that I have behind Walt's house. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this viewpoint here, but it's here for now. And I figured it'd be a great backdrop for the end of the video, which, by the way, we're now at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Even if you skipped till the end or clicked off the video, it still means the world to me that, well, you checked this video out. If you're new here and you haven't already, I would suggest subscribing to the channel. I know I already mentioned that, but I'm going to mention it again. We're either very close or already at 500 subscribers, so I guess my goal now is to get to 600. That's a fair goal, right? Yeah. If you like the video, then, well, like the video, I guess. Give it a thumbs up. Also, comment down below. Anything you want to comment down below. I really like reading everybody's comments, and I like to try to have conversations with y'all. I'm going to go now because there's a new RuPaul's Drag Race episode tonight, and I am going to go watch that because I'm very excited. And yeah, with all that out of the way, bye.